Hey guys, Anime Western User is going to be a new series that I'm adding to the channel. I caught up with it rather recently, or actually a couple months ago, I guess. And so yeah, this is going to be a review for Gakkou Gurashi chapter 69, and the title of this chapter is Good Night. And so this chapter starts off with, pretty much we go back to, I forgot her name, but it's the, scientist that has been traveling with the girls who got infected, and or pretty much she became infected. Now she's starting to turn, so they kind of just handcuffed her to this pole and left her because that's what she asked them to do. And so the chapter starts off with her talking to Bowman, pretty much going over everything, I guess, or thinking pretty much. So starts off by saying, Bowman, read back the memo, and he says, School Life Club is unusual. The medicine they injected Kermie with, it was nothing more than antibiotics and vitamins. And by their account, their teacher, Megami, seems to have maintained awareness for a period of time after infection, because we know that Megami has been, or how she was pretty much, she was writing names and then kind of pasting pretty much. So Bowman says presumably they have some form of resistance. Of course, with a sample of 2, I cannot deny the possibility that it may just be coincidence. However, assuming it is not mere chance, then there must be something there. And then she drops the phone and kind of slides down and tries to pick it up again. Or she seems to grab the handcuff or something like that. And then she says, Bowman, add to memo, and he says, pending. And she's thinking really sporadically. It says, endemic bacteria, past outbreaks were limited, there must be antibodies. Think, just trying to keep herself from losing it. And she's thinking, antibodies, school, all of us. And you kind of see her just slowly losing it. And then Bowman at the end says, her phone beeps and says, one unsent message, try to send. And then she reaches for it, and there seems to be a light or something, and then she just smiles. So I'm assuming that she was going to send the message and then ended up finally succumbing to it. And so yeah, this chapter is called Good Night. So we have the army people that are looking for the School Life Club, kind of following their trail of used food and water bottles that they've been drinking of, kind of just them following them. And so we meet up with everyone. Mikun is saying just a bit farther, let's hurry. And so they reach this restaurant where they decide they're going to kind of hunker down for the night, I guess. And so we have Mikun fending off the zombies, throwing a light stick to distract one and then hitting it. And then this girl walks up to her, and she kind of just stands there and remembers Kay, but Yuki yells to her and she kills it, saying it's not Kay, it's not Kay. It's the zombie that she saw kind of looked like Kay. So pretty much everybody is kind of reaching their limit is basically what this chapter seems to be about. So Kermie isn't waking up, and so yeah, have one of them say, could you look at Shiko's phone? It should have a record of Kermie's temperatures. And Mikun says, okay, but the battery's dead. And then, yeah, one of them says, "Well, remember, we'll have to charge it somewhere." And they say, "Okay, I don't think your temperature has changed much." And Yuki says, "Oh, that's good." So pretty much everybody's like tired. So I think her name is Yui. I might be wrong. Brings the handcuffs because they need to handcuff Kurumi just to be safe. Because Yuki's saying, "Kurumi is fine. Didn't you just say she's alright?" And she said, "Yes, but it's just in case." So they handcuff her to a table. And Yuki tells her sorry. And then she says that they'll have. I think her name is Yui, but I can't remember. Says, "We have to figure out what to do now." And then Mikun says, "First we have to find water because we're nearly out of what we brought." Then she'd look for a convenience store, and then she says, "Yes, that too, but where should we go from here?" And then Mikun just says, "Oh," and so everybody kind of like stops, just starts like kind of goes silent. And then someone says, "I'm sorry, there's no use thinking about that when we're exhausted, let's rest a bit." And it's like, "Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter," is what Yuki says. "It doesn't matter where, as long as all of us are together, that's enough, right?" And says, "Maybe you're right." And then Miki is, or someone, I think her name is Yui, I really can't remember. But she says Miki should get some rest. She's worked hard today. And she says, "Okay." So we kind of have Miki go into like a dream. Like she falls asleep and then she has a dream of life before all this happened. And then she's like saying, "Oh, was all that just a dream?" So like pretty much kind of thinking that, was it all just a nightmare? And then she goes to open this door, but then she stops. And then she holes up in the room again, saying, "I have plenty of food and water. If I stay here, I'm fine, just right here in this room." And then have Kay saying, "You're okay with that?" And then it's just like, "Can't I? I'm so tired." And says, "I see." Kind of like Kay talking to her in her mind. And then, yeah, to go back out and you have that it's actually Yuki that she's laying in her lap. It's like Yuki saying, "You must be tired. I can't lie. I'm a little tired as well." And it's just like, yeah. So Yuki gets up and then she apparently goes outside and starts singing like a. Apparently, the song is called Otaru no Hikari, which is apparently a song commonly sung at like graduation ceremonies. It says, "Snow at the window, days and months keeping by." You have kind of just like, as she's singing this, you have kind of just showing all around army guys looking for them, zombies everywhere, and her singing, saying, "Years have gone by, I'm opening the door, today we part." And then last page of the chapter is this drone appears in front of her saying, "Hey, School Life Club, what do you think you're doing?" And so, yeah, overall, pretty great chapter. So, yeah, just decided to start doing this because I've been really enjoying the series. Got this kind of really depressing tone going on currently and I don't really have anything currently like this that I'm doing on the channel. And it's monthly, so it's pretty easy for me to do and not really have to be stressed over. But yeah, overall, thoughts on the series up to this point, I've really enjoyed it. Been a bit because I've been reading it for the last like 4 to 5 months maybe, or like whenever the chapters come out. I watched the anime and then I continued from there and I caught up like around chapter 60-ish or something like that. Somewhere in the 60s. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna rate this chapter. It'd probably be like a 7 because it's mostly just kind of everyone being tired and starting to crack. Pretty much everyone's pretty much just getting to their limits of how much stress they can take because they've got like these like army guys after them. There's zombies everywhere, and so they can't really feel safe anywhere currently because these army people are after them. They want Kermie, and then you have the zombies everywhere, meaning they can't just wander around freely. And so it's just kind of like stress building up and building up. And now we have whoever this drone at the end of the chapter is that seems to know who they are. And so yeah, I'm really looking for the next forward to the next one, not forward to the next one. But yeah, if you enjoyed this reaction or if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more anime reactions, reviews, and manga reviews. And yeah, I will see y'all later. Yeah.